Welcome to Chapter 9. Okay, this is 9.1. We're going to do DPS calculations, or dividend per share. War Corporation just paid a dividend of $1.50 a share. That is, DO, dividend at times 0, equals $1.50. The dividend is expected to grow 7% a year for the next 3 years, and then at 5% a year thereafter. What is the expected dividend per share for each of the next 5 years? Okay, here's our givens. Dividend at times 0 is $1.50. Okay? Our growth rate from years 1 through 3 is 7%. Our growth rate after that is 5%. And so we want to find out what are the dividends for period 1 through 5. Okay, so for dividend for year 1 equals dividend at time 0 times 1 plus the growth rate. So we can say $1.50 times 107, which is our 1 plus our growth rate, which is 7%. 107 equals $1.60.5 or $1.6605. Dividend year 2 equals the dividend at year 0 times 1 plus the growth rate, and in this case it would be squared, okay, or we just multiply them by each other. Or we can say dividend at time 0, 150 times 1.07 squared equals 1.7174. Dividend at time period 3 is dividend at time period 0 times 1 plus the growth rate, and this time we take it to the third power. So 150 times 1.07 equals 1.836. Now dividend to the fourth, or dividend for the fourth period, is period 3, okay? Period 3, but then we're going to, our growth rate changes to 0.5. So now we have to have our dividend at time 0 times 1 plus the growth rate to the third power for the first 3 years, well, those 3 years, then times 1.05 for the next year. So here's our dividend at year 4. And dividend at year 5 is the same way. 1 plus the growth rate to the third power, and then there's 2 years here where it's we're using 5% growth rate, so it's squared, and you multiply those together to get 2.2059.